Hey, what's up, everybody? We're just going to wait for a quick second. I know other people are coming in. Happy Traeger Day 2021. Are you guys pumped? I'm super pumped. I hope you have incredible food on the grill right now. I'm joining you from the east coast of Canada, Traeger Nation, and I'm so excited to be here in the Maritimes. I'm inside right now because apparently every single one of my neighbors decided to mow their lawns at the exact same time, so it's pretty loud. On the grill, though, we've got, at my place anyway, got a huge pork shoulder on there, a whole bunch of ribs, good to go. It's going to take a while, of course, for that to get going. Would love to hear what you guys are cooking today. If you want to put that in the comments down below, comment, let us know what you're cooking today. Would love to hear from you. So a few kind of ground rules to set the day to get us going. Again, my name is Dennis Prescott. If you guys have never heard of me, I'm from the east coast of Canada. I love Traeger. I've been part of the Traeger family and the Traeger community for a number of years. I host a show on Netflix called Restaurants on the Edge. If you've never seen that, there actually is a Traeger Connect in one of the episodes. But I'm really here today because I'm just proud to be part of this community. I love what we all get to do together. I love the fact that we get to feed other people deliciousness, that smoked wood-fired goodness that comes off the grill. I'm so excited to be with you all day today. We've got a number of incredible guests coming in that you will not want to miss. Every hour on the hour for the next 4 hours. Make sure to tune in. Obviously, you'll get notified on your phone. If you don't have that notification, click that, because why not? Tons of prizes. So we have prizes going on today. Basically, the only thing that you need to do to enter the prize is to post what you're cooking today and hashtag it Traeger Day. It's as simple as that. How does it get any simpler? Prizes, exclusive grill magnets can be won, Traeger Day stickers. There's a grand prize of a Timberline 1300 with pellets, a Yeti cooler, a gift card, a private shop class. The kitchen sink is the only thing not included, I think. So make sure that you post what you're cooking. Tag Traeger in all your stories. We love to see that. We're excited to see what you guys are cooking today. And really Traeger Day is all about coming together as a big family all over the world, wherever you are, to celebrate that wood-fired deliciousness. So I'm excited to show you, after we get back out here in an hour, I'm going to go outside. We'll check on the ribs. We'll check on the pork. We'll see how that's doing. First, though, we're going to join an incredible guest here, if I can find him. And I was a musician in Nashville for a number of years. Before I started cooking, I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, too long ago to admit. But I moved there as a musician. I was a guitar player. I started cooking in Nashville, started doing, basically the first time I ever, as this Canadian boy, I'd never heard of proper Southern smoked great food. And I had a crash course in Nashville of experiencing that. Absolutely loved it. So the music scene, specifically in Nashville, is very close to my heart. And of course, the time that I spent there. So I'm really excited about all the guests today. First, what we've got coming up right now is Brantley Gilbert. I'm sure that you've heard of Brantley Gilbert because he's an absolute rock star in the music industry. I'm really excited. Of course, I've never met him before, so I'm excited to connect here, excited to see what he's cooking today. So we're going to bring him in right now. As soon as he accepts this request, we're coming in live. I love seeing what you guys are cooking today. Caribbean rub ribs, amazing. What is up, man? How you doing?
What's going on, bro? What's up, Traeger Nation? How y'all doing today, man?
You look, I am on the east coast of Canada. Your backdrop is substantially better than mine.
Welcome to the doghouse, brother.
I love it, man. I love it. I was just telling the people, I was a musician. Clearly not on your caliber, and moved to Nashville years and years ago. It's where I found food. It's where I found Southern barbecue. That's when I decided I was going to become a chef. And I know that you've been doing a ton of cooking as well. What are you cooking up today?
Man, I got to tell you, so before you guys sent me a grill, I didn't cook anything. My wife had to do everything. I've just never been much of a cook, but you guys hooked us up, man. And I got to tell you, we've cooked about everything under the sun on that thing. Today we're going to do some steaks, I think.
Nice. What's your steak method? Do you have a go-to kind of method that you like to use?
Well, Chad helped me out a little bit now, so but we kind of there's a meat store right down the road. It's this Amish place. They're incredible, and it's run by a good friend of mine. And I go down there, and he hooks us up with some big thick ones, and we usually just marinate them real good, and I put way too much stuff on it, but I kind of dig them that way. So we put them on, let the Traeger do its magic, and they're good to go, man.
I love it. It's funny. You know, similar to you, before I got a Traeger, I'd never heard of Traeger, truthfully. And then somebody years ago connected me with the brand, and I literally use it for everything that comes out of my kitchen, because it just makes everything legit just tastes better.
A buddy of ours, one of the guys that works with us, man, no joke, everything he eats at home, he cooks on a Traeger. Everything. Breakfast,
Yep.
lunch, dinner, everything. And I'm not far behind him. You know, thank goodness my wife's a wonderful, wonderful cook. But if that wasn't the case, buddy, I'd be every meal too.
100%. Listen, I got to ask you, you know, as a musician, you know, the thing that it hit me really hard the first time. I remember cooking for somebody. I was in Franklin, Tennessee, and I was cooking for a whole bunch of musicians down there, studio mates, bandmates, and I cooked them a chicken korma dish out of a book, a curry, and everybody kind of got quiet for that first bite, and then they tucked in, and that's when I fell in love with food. And it's funny because I realized that food was the closest thing that I'd experienced to like playing somebody's favorite love song, or playing a song that reminded them of high school. Like there was this moment at the table that happened that I didn't know you could do with food. Did you have any experience like that?
You know, my wife talks about that a lot. She's talking about, you know, there's just something about sharing a meal together, whether it's with friends or family. Man, it's just it's something special. And I have to admit, I've experienced like a small piece of that. You know, I do hamburgers and steaks, and that's about all I'm comfortable with. Most of the time, but anybody that cooks here always uses the Traeger. But yeah, it. Man, when you feel like you land it and everybody's enjoying it, it's a heck of a rewarding feeling, man. And you know, there's something about breaking bread with people that you know, it's just awesome, man.
Yeah, and I think I was talking to a friend the other day. It's the one thing I think that we're real excited to get back to after the last year, you know, really being able to eat just with everybody, have big family meals again. I think the world's ready, and we're stoked for that.
Oh, for sure. You and me both, my friend, I promise you. We're ready to get back at it and have get-togethers and throw down shows, man. It feels like it's been an eternity. So yeah, back at it.
So I know that I believe you're planning on to play a song for us.
Oh yeah,
which I'm stoked on. And do you want to tell us a little bit about the song that you picked?
Yeah, man, it's kind of self-explanatory. So you know, another thing that kind of goes along with cooking is drinking. And you know, I kind of had to retire and turn in my drinking stripes. I'm allergic to it, man. I break out in handcuffs. So I kind of had to lay that down. But, you know, I feel like I earned my stripes to be able to sing drinking songs for the rest of my life. So I figured, you know, it's early in the day, but it is Traeger Day. So we might as well crank up the drinks, too, and do a little bit of bottoms up. What you think, brother?
I love it. I have seen so many posts on Instagram of people already drinking for breakfast. So you're in the right room, man, for sure. Well, man, have at her. We're excited to hear it.
You got it, buddy. See you and me riding like Bonnie and Clyde, rolling 95, burning down 129, yeah. Looking for the law while I push my luck. She's a ride shotgun like it ain't no thing. Turn the radio up so the girl can say right. Pull up to the party like y'all was up. Tonight is bottoms up. We throw it on down, ride things quietly to country town again. Drop a tailgate on the truck. Find a kid and feel you go. Oh, take it on back. Pretty little mama looking at you like that. You wanna slide on in like girl, son. It's not as bottoms up, yeah, damn. Girl, I gotta tip my hat. Never thought a country song made you look like that, yeah. And man, she's doing it daisy do. She got you tapping on your booty shoulder. Hey, dog, check this out, man. It's how them girls do it in the dirty south, yeah. Have you on a knee, can I marry you? Tonight is bottoms up. Throw it on down, rock these right little country town of drop a tailgate on your truck. Find a kid and feel good. Get on back, pretty little mama looking at you like that. You won't slide on it like girl or something. Yeah, tonight is bottoms up. Get 'em up. Yeah, tonight is bottoms up. Get 'em up. Let's get a toast to a good time. Oh, y'all get your drinks up high. Everybody feeling alright. Get that right. It's the night is bottoms up. Throw it on down and rock this fine little country town of Cuba. Drop a tailgate on your truck. Find a kid and do you go. Get on back. Pretty little mama looking at you like that. You won't slide on in like girl or something. It's night is bottoms up. Yeah, mama. It's night is bottoms up. Get 'em up. Happy Traeger Day, my friends.
Dude, I love that song. I fully plan on listening to that at 11 on a boat this summer. Bottoms up several times during that boat day for sure, man. Appreciate you doing that. That's awesome. Listen, we're gonna bring in our friend Jamin Tross from Licensed to Distill. He's gonna teach us a cocktail. But before we do that, I just want to give you the opportunity, with the folks who are watching. Like, do you have anything coming up? Do you want to talk about anything? You got any shows planned? What's going on in your world next?
For sure, man. Our shows are posted on our socials, and our calendar's starting to come together. And we're actually working on some new music too. So it's been a long time coming. So we're working on that, getting ready. We got some interesting stuff coming up, man. A few songs. We've got some really, really cool features, and we're teaming up with some really cool people, some really cool artists. So we're excited for everybody to see what we got going on.
Well, man, I'm sure I can speak on everyone's behalf that we're excited to hear it for sure. I know I am personally, and this has been awesome, dude. Kind of getting to know you. I very much plan on hanging out in the room that you're hanging out in, whether you invite me or not, because that's a dope little backdrop that you got going on there.
Come on, brother. This is the dog house. So it's got the bikes in here. We got tractors and deer, and this is the little hang room.
Oof.
And then we got the little vehicles over here, and right out that door is Traeger country. That's where the Traeger lives.
Love that, man. I need to tell you, I am a huge motorcycle guy myself.
Nice.
It's finally, there's people who might have a little more courage than me, but it's fine where I am on the east coast of Canada. We're finally done with snow, I think. So I'm back out on the road now. That makes my heart happy seeing all those bikes there, man.
Nice, brother. You and me both. I got one out in cruising around yesterday, and it's over 80 degrees here today, so it's definitely riding weather.
100%. Oh man. Well, I'm even more excited for sure. But let's we don't want to keep you all day. We want to learn how to make this cocktail. So I'm going to see if I can bring in a friend over at Licensed to Distill. We'll go from there. I love these lives.
Yeah, you and me both, man. The comments are cracking me up. Go Dogs, yeah.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet
You
you
too,
my friend.
This has been fun. Unlike where you're at, Dennis, we're in Southern California. No one's up, so there's no lawnmowers going. So I'm in my backyard. Everyone's sleeping in. It's still 10 a.m., so we're fine.
Nice.
Love it. I'm jealous of you both for different reasons, to be honest.
Nice. Nice.
So I love your account. I love for me, you know, cocktails are something that is I've always loved cocktails. I've only really gotten into making them probably over the past couple of years. I really, you know, leaned on other people making them
Yeah.
until then.
Same here.
The last year especially though has been interesting because, you know, not being able to go to your favorite bar, your favorite restaurant, you can go, you know, you want to recreate those at home. And you're the expert, so I'm excited to learn from you today.
Well, I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. Yeah, this last year has really magnified home cocktails, home bars. I can see his setup back there. I'm jealous. I would normally be in front of mine, but it's Traeger Day, so we're outside. So we brought the bar to the backyard here. Let's see here. So I got our little setup. In fact, let me show you guys what we got cooking. Hold on one second. Since you guys aren't able to show it, we got some Snake River Farms picanha already going for lunch. And then we kind of got our bar set up over here to the side, ready for us whenever we're going. But yeah, right now it's all about trying to recreate that experience at home. Of course, everyone's dying to get back in front of the professionals though, because nothing beats that.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, you know, I always say that, you know, the more you start cooking at home, most of us fall in love with cooking is because we fall in love with feeding people, you know, like we just want to make great moments at the table. And I think that what you do is once you start cooking more, you really start to appreciate the food when you eat out. You start to invest a little bit more money, eat at better restaurants, you know, the ingredients that are going in. So I think from a cocktail perspective now, people are kind of getting, you know, they're learning their way around smoked whiskey sours, around things like this. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when people go back to go, you know, to their favorite mixologist.
Well, I think for sure the expectations are going to be a lot higher because I think everyone's elevated their game in the last year when it comes to, you know, the type of drinks that they're making, even simple things like garnishes, you know, clear ice, all the little details that we maybe didn't pay attention to. We got that special. Now when we go back to those bars and restaurants, they got to be on their game because we're going to feel like we've become somewhat of experts in the last year. So, but like I said, nothing beats being in front of the pros. You know, for me, they create that experience that you just can't get. So
yeah,
looking forward to being back in front of them soon for sure.
100%. And it's inspiration for you at home. You go to a great restaurant, you eat something
Absolutely.
delicious, you go, man, now I want to create my version of that.
Well, and the cool thing is that while we've been at home trying to perfect and you know, mimic what we saw pre-pandemic, all the bartenders have been at home figuring out what they're going to bring to the table after, you know, we're back in front of them. So I'm interested to see, you know, what new things they're working on over this past year. In fact, that's probably going to be my number one question when I'm sitting in front of a bartender is like, what have you been working on for the past year? What are you excited about? Because guaranteed a lot of innovation on that level has been going on in the past year.
For sure, for sure. And speaking of innovation and learning from people, I know that you're going to teach us how to make a cocktail today. So I'm excited to learn that from you.
We're going to keep it super simple for Traeger Day. I'm going to switch this around, let my lovely wife go ahead and film this and put this back here. All right, here we go. So I'm going to move this over and we'll talk through this a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do basically like a riff on a shandy. Something that's really good for summer, but a whiskey-based cocktail, and we got some Traeger elements in here. First of all, I'll just run through the ingredients real fast. We're keeping the musical theme. This is Blackened whiskey. If you haven't heard about it, haven't tried it, Dave Pickerel, who's Mr. Whiskey, started this with Metallica. So
Nice.
This is actually, when they finish this in black brandy casks, it actually has Metallica music playing over the barrels, agitating the liquid to get more of the barrel flavor into the juice. So it actually is made with Metallica's music. It's incredible. So we're going to be using that as our base. We got some smoked pineapple juice, which we smoked pineapples last night. Just some soda water and a Traeger Rub. One of the things that we're doing, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but one of the experiences that we had recently at a bar, they put barbecue rub as the rim on the cocktail. And that, like, I hadn't thought about that. That blew my mind. We always do like salt rims on margaritas. So we actually took Traeger Rub and used it on the rim of our shandy. So that's incorporated in there too. So I'll just run through this. Super simple. we're just going to grab the lemon here, do a squeeze of lemon. I'm going to take 2 ounces of pineapple juice. I already got it pre-poured. Need a couple ounces of the whiskey. It's 10 a.m., so we're not going to make this too crazy strong. Got to pace ourselves.
Bottoms up, brother.
Hey, and listen, I know you retired from drinking. Got a lot of respect for that. Feel free to you can just go soda water on this, include the pineapple, the lemon, and you can actually, that's all we're going to do for now. Take this, give it a little stir. I'm going to add some ice, and I'm going to top it. We can go no ABV on this very simply. Cut out that whiskey, add some more of the pineapple. Some more ice in there. I want to get this nice and cool. Okay. Now what we're going to do is just top it off with some soda water. Give it a quick stir. There you go. You got a nice shandy with that Traeger Rub. Now what you got is that nice, savory, salty Traeger Rub. And then you get that sweet pineapple, that smoked pineapple, and that tart from the lemon. And you've got all your bases covered. So right there, that's the shandy for your summer cocktail.
How is it?
It's fantastic. I wish you guys could try it with me. It's fantastic. We tried to get you some of this in Canada, but it was a little bit difficult there. But we'll make sure we get you taken care of.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's not an easy thing always to ship up here. There's ways of getting around it.
Well, here, it's always an interesting thing trying to get stuff to Canada, and we got to be careful about the laws and all that stuff. So
of course,
yeah,
but I'll tell you though, man, I love Canada. I grew up here. I'm super proud of where I'm from. I miss America, so I'm excited for the border to come open. And I want to come back to visit y'all. And I plan on visiting both of you guys in your respective areas for sure. Whether you invite me or not, I'm coming. But no, I'm just really excited to come back, man, because it's been too long. I spent the better part of 2016 to 2019 in the U.S. So it's about time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, the goal with this one again for summertime is not to have something you can sip on while you're out here. Sometimes we're out at the Traeger for hours. If you're hitting those hardcore old fashions or Manhattans, It catches up with you real quick. This is a nice drink to have out in the heat. It's refreshing. It's light. And like I said, if you have retired or if you're taking a break, either for the day, permanently, whatever the case may be, sub out that whiskey for some soda water, and you got a nice just smoked pineapple drink you can enjoy while other people are enjoying, or just to keep yourself sober while you're paying attention to the Traeger.
Nice.
Listen, is there any way, do you have any go-to methods to smoke other elements for cocktails? For the folks at home who maybe they're just starting out in their cocktail journey on the grill,
Sure.
Juice or fruit, or what are some kind of simple next steps people can take?
Yeah, so I love smoking fruit and using that as the juice for cocktails. We've done before like smoked margaritas, where whatever fruit you're using, you can do. I think last year actually for Traeger Day we did smoked pineapple margaritas. Same sort of thing. Just smoke some spears, grill them, kind of get that caramelized feel on the pineapple. Squeeze it, and once you do that, you have that juice. You can use that for different cocktails. Certainly oranges, any type of citrus works really, really well. The other thing is we do smoked old fashions, where we just smoke the glass. And we do that right here on the Traeger. I just reach into the hopper, pull out some Traeger pellets, which, it was like a epiphany when I thought about the fact that, those pellets are made to create that really pungent smoke. So you put your rocks glass right over those pellets, torch them, get that smoke started, and then pour your old fashioned right into that glass. You got a smoked cocktail right there, right as you're using the Traeger. That certainly is something that we do often. And then, I've seen a lot of people doing smoked simple syrups, which you can make very simply and just throw them on the Traeger, especially as you're getting it heated up, waiting to smoke other things. Take that few minutes that you got, and it doesn't take much for that smoke flavor to be infused into whatever you're making.
I love that, man. Those are awesome tips. The glass tip is a game changer, I think. I don't know. Have you ever heard anything, Brantley? Have you ever done anything like that?
No, I haven't, but I am uh, a self-claiming bartender when everybody else is here drinking. So we're gonna have to use that one.
Yeah, it's Traeger pellets make, as far as I'm concerned, we've had every smoker, sent to us. We've tried out all the different types of wood chips that they send. They're usually they're like, shavings, which is fine. And they work well. But what I noticed when I used the Traeger pellets and just smoked the glass all the way throughout the cocktail, that smoke was there. The other ones, after maybe you get through the first couple of sips and you get farther down in your cocktail, the smoke is gone. You don't smell it in the glass. You don't smell it in the liquid. But that Traeger smoke sticks in that glass like nothing else. So, we're and then there's a really cool little smoke top contraption that a good friend of ours started making that goes right on top of the glass, and he's actually working on incorporating Traeger pellets in that device to make it even simpler. So stay tuned for that. I haven't even told the Traeger guys about that yet, but anyway, that might be for Traeger Day 2022. We'll see.
You just told them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Surprise.
I guess I needed them to sign an NDA before I did that, but it's all right.
I'm not going to tell them.
Okay, good.
Listen, I just want to thank both of you guys for coming, for hanging out today. Kind of before we jump off, I want to give you an opportunity. If you guys want to say anything else, say hello to anybody, so, tell us what's going on for the rest of the day, anything like that.
Go ahead. I'll let you go first.
All right, man. I just appreciate y'all having me, man. Reading the comments at the bottom. All of you have been, incredible to us, and the support's overwhelming. So thank y'all so much. We hope to see all of you out on the road soon, including you two fellas. Y'all are always welcome, man. You got to ask, just let me know you're coming so I can take care of you. And same thing goes for the doghouse. I'd love to have y'all anytime, man. I appreciate y'all having me. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I just huge shout out to Traeger and Traeger Nation. The company itself and the people that make up the company are very special. They're amazing people. They've treated us really well. We're not professional, chefs, smokers, pit masters, but they've been great to us. And the surrounding Traeger Nation, Kendrick Barbecue and all the people that we've met along the way through social have just been incredible. So we just appreciate being a part of it, and we appreciate being on today for sure. So thank you all.
Yeah, well, thanks to you guys for being part of Traeger Nation. I know for me, the biggest part of everything Traeger that I love is the community that surrounds it, the people who love gathering around the grill, who love feeding people, who understand the importance of breaking bread together and how that just makes us better as humans. So it's cool to meet other people who are part of Traeger Nation. For everybody watching, remember, post your food today, #Traeger Day. You will be eligible to win these incredible prizes, a big badass grill, lots of other prizes as well, a private shop class included with that. And stick around, like I said, because every hour on the hour, next hour, we've got Thomas Rhett and Matt Pittman from Meat Church coming up. So we're going to hang out with them backstage. Before we go, thanks again to you guys. You're awesome. Have the best day. Happy Traeger Day 2021.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the day.
Having us.
See you later.
See you guys.
Man.